It's a good time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
We love this stuff. You know, these are the best guitars around. Dude, we're on the air. Hey, this is Johnny Bean, live 5:10 p.m. January 26th, 2017.
Hey, you guys know what day it is today?
Nope.
Hey, this is Johnny. Where Dave is? Dave is right there. Oh. Oh, what day it is?
You know what David is?
You know where David is today?
I don't know. Hey, welcome everybody. And I know this isn't a normal day for us to be on here, but something happened. I'll tell you guys if you guys want to know. The highway where I live was totally shut down today because of police activity. So the police made me turn around and come back home. I couldn't get to where I wanted to get to today. So Dave ends up calling me and he's like, Johnny, want to go live and wish Edward Van Halen a happy birthday? I'm like, sure. So that's what we're doing right here, right now.
Yes.
And you can talk to us in the chat box, which I'll have open in a second. And I've got a phone number I can give you guys. If anybody wants to call in, you can call in and wish Edward a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Right here, and tell us maybe a story like how you discovered Van Halen. When was the first time you heard Van Halen? I think that's cool. I think that's fitting for a birthday celebration. You know,
I think so too.
Find out how everybody discovered. Okay, let me open the chat box myself. And real quick, as many of you know, I'll go first. I discovered Edward Van Halen because of the movie Back to the Future. Because of that scene with the cassette tape. You know, the Darth Vader from the planet Vulcan.
Johnny's favorite Darth Vader song.
Yeah. That's how I discovered Edward Van Halen, because of that. So from then on, I've been a major fan. He's been a part of my life ever since.
That's right.
So 802 Blues, hey man, he says happy birthday, Eddie. Cool. Okay, we got the chat box. We got 10 thumbs up. So we got 30 people looking at us.
Hey, Sean Zimmerman. He says, hey, Johnny and Dave. What about Rob? Ron?
He said, hey, Ron, Rob, and Rob.
I know, I'm just giving him a hard time.
He says, hey, Ron.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Somebody just texted saying happy birthday, Eddie. Cool. So if any of you guys want to call in and wish Edward a happy birthday over the air here, and maybe tell us a quick story on how you, when you first heard Edward Van Halen, or what song you heard, or whatever. Before anybody calls, real quick, Rob, when was the first time you heard Van Halen?
Oh boy, first time I heard them would have been. I heard it back in '78. I remember hearing "Running with the Devil." I was like, I was 5 years old. I remember hearing Jamie's crying and "Running with the Devil," and I mean, I was only 5 years old, so I don't really remember it having a huge impact on me at that time.
You were 5 in '78?
Yeah, 5 years old, and when I really first started paying attention to him was when I was on vacation, summer vacation in 1984. And my friend Jimmy Holloway came on vacation with me. With my parents and I brought him on vacation to the lake house. And as soon as we got there, he's like, hey, dude, you got to check out this new Van Halen tape that I have. And I'm like, oh, cool. Because I'd heard of Van Halen. And I'd heard Diver Down, whatever, but I didn't really pay attention. And he put in 1984 and Jump and Panama, Hot for Teacher. I was just like, whoa. So it's like, for me, I'd heard of Van Halen and I'd heard them, but they really made a dent in 1984 for me. 1984 was like it for me. And then I went back and heard all the stuff prior to that. And then, 5150 came a couple years later, and then the whole Sammy era started. But for me, 1984 was like the big dent of when the band started to make an impact in my life.
Mm-hmm. And that's Rob Johnson, by the way. I think I forgot to introduce you guys. And David Nesdahl. David, when was the first time you heard Van Halen?
Well, when I was 11 years old, 1981, I was in school, and a couple of my friends, you'd have the binders, those blue canvas binders with all your stuff in it.
Yeah.
So one of my buddies had the big VH on the front. He drew the VH, and I'm like, "What's that on your binder? What is that?" He's like, "Oh, it's Van Halen." I said, "What's a Van Halen?" Had no idea what a Van Halen was.
What's a Van Halen?
What's a Van Halen? And they came around, and my friend invited me to the concert, and it was me, his father was the chaperone, and a couple of other friends. So I went and I saw Van Halen for the first time, and I was like, "Wow, that's a Van Halen." I couldn't, all I remember was the red guitar, and and all the women in the crowds lifting their shirts. It just I couldn't believe, and the music was just insane. It was the first time I'd really heard rock and roll.
How close were you to the stage? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It wasn't very close because it was Eddie was this small, and I saw a red guitar. I didn't even realize it had white stripes on it. Just red guitar.
Yeah.
So, but and then the next summer in '82, I was at this party with all of our friends, and the girl who threw the party was a drummer, and she had this tape. I guess it was Diver Down. And I was like, "That sounds familiar." She was like, "Yeah, it's Van Halen." I'm like, "I know what a Van Halen is." I knew what a Van Halen was, and that's when I was like, "Yeah, that's what I want to do. That's I love that music. It's good music." And that's when I first started with Van Halen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, for me, the first thing I heard, well, truthfully, the first time I saw them would have been like on MTV, like the Jump video, Panama Hot for Teacher. That's the first stuff that I saw, and I remember thinking the videos were funny. I remember thinking Hot for Teacher was a funny video.
Yeah.
But I didn't really take notice until the Back to the Future Darth Vader scene. That guitar, the screeching, all those sounds. That's when I really took notice and was like, "Wow, what's this?" And then it was right after that, of course, 5150 was released.
Yeah.
So that was the first Van Halen album I bought. But the second album I bought after that was the first album. So
that makes sense.
So I grew up on both eras. Some people on Facebook give me crap here and there because I wasn't around back in the day, like some of them were, or like you guys were. But I loved it all. Still do.
Yeah. Yep.
Still do.
So
let's see. We're getting comments here. Not Greg. Craig. Is it Craig? Is that Guitar Wannabe?
Yeah.
Is that Craig?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he says 1980. For me, this is Guitar Wannabe EVH. Craig says Ice Cream Man, first song, then Eruption. Then I was like, Ace Frehley, who?
Yeah.
Cool. Wow, everybody's saying in the comments that when they first heard Van Halen, it's too bad that these comments don't save, man.
Will Dunham says, my mom used to see Dr. Roth quite a bit. That's actually pretty cool. David Lee Roth's father was a doctor. And Boston General, I think. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Darren Moore says, the comment, I just forgot it. Can you see what Darren just said?
Yeah, I will in a second. Hang on.
The comment they're
Darren
moving
Moore,
quick.
I really got introduced to Van Halen through their Guitar Hero game. I'm a sophomore in college now, but I was just in 7th or 8th grade when that happened. Darren, you're too young to be watching us. We're like rated R. No,
come on.
I'm just kidding with you. Awesome.
That's cool. That's awesome.
He's old enough to see rated R movies.
Yeah.
If he's in college.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
this
kidding.
show is not rated R. Please.
I've got socks older than Darren.
Maybe you should change them.
Well, I didn't say I'm wearing them. I just said I have them.
Not me. I just threw all my socks away the other day before we went to NAMM.
So now we just got to see your feet.
I threw all my socks away because I realized they all had holes in them.
Really? That's too bad.
Yeah. Welcome everybody. We're talking about our socks here. Bobby Z. I started playing in 1984, meaning I guess guitar, and started buying Kramers. Bobby Z says.
There you go.
Richard Ross, what did you miss? No, you didn't miss anything. You're right on time, man. Matt says live without a net VHS. Enough said. Same with me, man. That's how I learned how to play the guitar was from that VHS tape.
And Live Without a Net was what showed me the 5150 guitar. Like, I didn't really pay much attention to it back in '84. I mean, I loved the band, but Live Without a Net, it's like the 5150 guitar came out, and I was just like, wow, this is the coolest guitar I've ever seen. I remember thinking of a candy cane. I was like, look at that thing.
Oh, and yeah, by the way, EVH Gear, they just released a new 5150 guitar.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And no matter what, I'm not going to stop talking about that guitar. I love it.
You're not going to stop talking about it until someone gives it to you.
Yeah. Well, people are already mad at me on Instagram for posting too many pictures of it.
So funny. Jared Frost, he says, Dave, I love my Amber Flame Top PV Wolfgang Special. It's gorgeous, and I can't stop looking at it and playing it. Well, Jared, you sounded great. I saw the little clip that you did playing it, and you're a great guitar player. So use it in good health, bro. It's perfect. Great guitar.
Cool. Well, hey, we got our first call here. Hey, who is this?
Hey man, this is Joe.
Hey, Joe.
How y'all doing?
Joe,
Good. How are you doing, man?
what's up, Joe?
I was doing good, man. Coming back from Savannah, Georgia, trying to make my way back to South Carolina in the big 18-wheeler.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Yes,
Nice.
sir. Trying to make $1 to make you hollow. That's right, baby. Tenfold, rubber duck. I just wanted to say that the first time, oh yeah, by the way, hey Dave, Ron, what's up, guys? Nice to see y'all, man. Hope y'all doing well.
You too, Joe.
You too,
I
Joe.
give you a big hello anyway. Hey, I just wanted to say that the first time I heard Van Halen, I was in high school going to a talent show with a buddy of mine. Went to a talent show. We had to get a ride from a friend of ours, and he popped in a cassette in the cassette deck, and it was Fair Warning, and it was the intro to Mean Streets. And I was sitting in the back of my buddy's car, and I was like, man, who was that? He said, that's Van Halen. And I was like,
Nice.
good God. I was like, wow, man, that's awesome, you know. And so that was the summer of '86. I was 16 years old. And then Christmas Eve of that year, I got my first guitar, and it was over with then. And then, you know, right, the next year, Live Without a Net came out, and I watched the heck out of that. I mean, just, I couldn't tell you. I mean, hundreds of times.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, I was like, man. And I would go downstairs. My parents had the VCR. Then I'd go downstairs and pause it during his solo and look at his fingers, run back upstairs where my guitar stuff was, try it, come back downstairs, you know. And it was just crazy, man. I couldn't plug in nothing downstairs because all the outlets were already taken up with everything, so I couldn't plug nothing in down there. So I had to keep running up and down the steps, man. And it was like, 1:00 in the morning. My parents were asleep. I'm going up and down the steps trying to learn Eddie Van Halen riffs. It's crazy.
Stuff.
But it was fun, man. Hey, great show, Johnny. Dave, Ron, everybody does a great job, Johnny. Keep rolling on, man. I'm going to jump off here and let another caller get through.
Cool.
And y'all have a pleasant evening, man. God bless y'all. Take care.
Thanks, Joe.
You
Take
too.
care, buddy.
All right.
Okay, brother. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have a good night. Joe Wentz, ladies and gentlemen.
Joe Wentz.
Nice.
Let's see.
Love that guy.
He's awesome. He's awesome.
Jim Nichols just said something. Is
Hey,
this the real Jim Nichols? We got that guy on Twitter. Oh, by the way, this is crazy. There was I just happened to come across somebody on Twitter today that's using a picture of me as their avatar.
Really?
Yeah, it's not me. So I sent them a message, a tweet saying, "Nice avatar."
You should be flattered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they actually know who I am, but they're using my. I don't want to show their name on here, but this is what their Twitter looks like.
Well,
Their name isn't their name Johnny's Beans.
No, come on. Anyway, if you guys come across that guy, that's not me.
Okay.
Just to let you know. Oh, excuse me. Jim. Let's see. And make sure you guys monitor the chat room. See if
I'm
there's
monitoring it.
there's anything you want to read. I wish we could read. I wish we could read all of them. You know.
I'd like to read it.
What? If you guys can read fast enough, try to read every comment in there because I want everybody's comments to get on this. You know, Jared Frost says he's only 33, but he feels like I'm in the middle of the I feel like I'm in the middle of the road.
Yeah, because
Okay.
people are saying they feel old, young, and whatever. So Jared's saying he's in the middle.
All right. Well, John Constantine says I didn't discover EVH until around '88 when I was in 3rd grade. We had moved. My first friend in the new neighborhood. His older brother made us watch Eddie on MTV. We ran around with tennis rackets the rest of the day.
That's funny. Tennis rackets make good air guitars.
Well, Will Dunham wants to know what the number is to call in.
Oh, I never gave it away.
No,
Joe must have me on speed dial, man.
he does.
Okay, the phone number is 415. Oh, what is it? 415-952-3263. That's the phone number. If you want to call in, you'll ring my phone here, and you can tell us a quick story on when you first discovered Van Halen. Jim Nichols says, "Hey-o, I was going to blow off work today for EVH Day. My first Van Halen album was Women and Children First. I was in 4th grade. It was earlier that, Oh, it was either that or Kiss Dynasty.
Made the right choice.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. He says that. He says, I made the right choice. That's actually, he actually said that. I'm not kidding.
No, I know. I read it. I read his mind.
Yeah. Yeah, because this is a message. And he also says, hey, Joe. So Jim Nichols, everybody. So,
Cool.
hey, yes. So if you want to call in and tell us a quick story like this person, they're calling from Alhambra.
Well,
I should make sure.
Where is that?
Yes.
This is Will, dude. Will Dunham. How's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
What's up, Will?
Oh, dude, I'm wonderful. First off, happy birthday to Edward, man.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday,
And
Eddie.
check it out. If I won't take too much of your time, but my mom used to work for San Gabriel Valley Medical Center, and at that time, Dr. Roth was practicing out at that hospital.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
And I went to go visit her once at work, and she said, hey, I want to take you somewhere. And she took me up a couple flights, and we walked down the elevator into this part of the hospital that I'd never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
We were walking down the hall, and she said, look up on the wall. And I was like, no way. I read this plaque. It said, this hall, or this wing, this hospital wing has been donated by Alex, Edward, David Lee, and Michael Anthony.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And the guys contributed the money, donated the money to San Gabriel Valley Medical Center in San Gabriel, California, for this hospital wing for children.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, that's great.
Hey, listen, Matt, when I was standing there,
Mm-hmm.
I was in disbelief. I was like, no freaking way. I used to, I grew up around Pasadena area,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm familiar with, like, the history and the legacy of Mammoth.
Mm-hmm.
And before, the name got changed to Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I found a museum. There's a gentleman by the name of Doug. I would love to find him now, man. The dude was cool. And he
he turned his house into a Van Halen museum, man.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
That's awesome.
Oh, Doug, really cool. Man.
I know who you're talking about. He's got a bunch of like the old flyers from the early days, like the parties they would throw themselves and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yep. I know who you're talking about.
You know,
Yeah. Yes.
Did you ever visit the museum?
No. Well, not yet. Not yet, at least. Maybe someday. But yeah, like you said though, it's just I think it's just like a guy's garage or something is what it is.
It was awesome, man. You just walk through, you walk in, and you see all this stuff from Pasadena, Mammoth.
Yeah, it's all early stuff. Yeah, it's all like the stuff Greg Renoff would know of. Yeah.
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 And then you walk through these 2 doors, and look, I play. Okay, much like everybody else says, I play, and I had one of my amps. He was fixing one of my amps for me at the time. I walked into this workshop area, Johnny. I am not kidding you, dude. There was 7 Marshall stacks that were lined up in a row on a drum riser that Eddie donated to the museum, man. 7
Wow.
full-blown Marshall stacks, 14 cabinets. Doug, this is like one of the biggest reasons why I called in. Doug took my 75-watt Mesa Boogie Mark III head, and he said, "Let me show you something." He pulled out this power attenuator. The power attenuator was from the backyard party days.
Wow.
That's cool.
And it was frozen. Eddie, bless him, he had it frozen at 220 watts, man.
That's cool.
That
That's
was
awesome.
rad.
That's
It
cool.
was rad. And I sat there and I just banged out some chords, and it turned out that all 14 Marshall cabinets were going, dude. And he had all 14 stereo cabinets, daisy chain, man. Only I didn't know that until I started playing. I almost fell off the chair I was sitting on, dude.
That's funny.
I was in freaking EVH Nirvana, dude. I was just like, wow, man. I was living the early backyard parties, man. I was like,
cool.
No way, dude.
That's so cool.
That's my EVH story, man.
Awesome. Very cool, man. And by the way, who is this?
This Will, man.
Will. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Well done.
That's very cool. That's very cool. Yes.
And Van Halen and Ed, GBH, it's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, just because of my history in Pasadena, and it's because of the unconditional love that burns in my heart and my soul for my roots, man. And people think I'm crazy. I don't care, man. You know what? I'm happy and content.
Yeah.
That's all you need to be.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you, Johnny Bean, for doing this show, man.
Absolutely.
And I'm really happy to see that EVH is still prevalent today. As a matter of fact, I kind of heard you know, however audio can be on YouTube. But that new little LBX2 amp, that was pretty nice. I was kind of surprised. I was like, wow, man, and because I used to have also a 5150 PV, original 5150, and you know, I love that. I mean, I had Marshalls and all that good stuff, but you know, that PV 5150, man, there was something about it, and it you know, now you know, it has its own rocking thing going on, man. And it's just, you know, I wish I met all you guys sooner. You know,
I know.
And it's powerful, man.
Yeah.
It's real and it's powerful, and it's reality, man. You know, and I don't know what else to say, but God bless you, Johnny Bean. I'm glad you're on. I'm glad that you're doing this. And you know, kids 12, 13 years old need to pay attention because they need to know exactly what the right kind of music and what the right kind of influences can do for your life, you know?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Johnny, man.
You're welcome.
Thank you for taking my call, man.
Oh, you're welcome, dude. You're welcome. Thanks for calling and thanks for sharing your story.
Yeah, absolutely.
DBH rules, baby, yeah!
Yeah.
That's awesome, Will.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, Will?
Hey, take care, guys.
Have a good night, Will. Thanks for calling.
Thank you, Johnny, for everything, man.
You're welcome, man. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Okay. All right. We'll talk to you soon. And there he goes. Who was that?
Will Dunn. Will Dunn.
Will.
Will.
Okay. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight.
I know.
No, just kidding. Okay.
Arian316 says first Van Halen show for me was 1984 tour at the Hollywood, Florida Sportatorium.
Nice.
I was 13. After that, I was hooked for life.
That's cool.
Nice.
Delta Hotel 69 says, "Hey guys, happy birthday, King Edward. I named my son Eddie after the man. Big BTTF fan, whatever that is. I don't know what that means.
Big.
Back to the Future.
Oh, okay.
Come on. Where are you?
I'm in front of my computer, sitting in front. Bobby Z, my first Van Halen show was 1984 in Chicago.
That's cool.
Oh.
That's cool. But no, it's that last call we had, Will. I think it was Will. Here's somebody else.
There he is again.
People, it's people like that, you know, people that were there from the beginning. That's.
They got some great stories too, you know. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, because not everybody was there back in the day.
That's right.
You know, like way back. He said he was back, you know, the Pasadena days. You know. Hey, hello.
Hello. How you guys doing? It's 802 Blues.
Huh?
802 Blues.
802 Blues.
802 Blues.
Yeah,
Hey,
802 Blues.
How you guys doing? Hey, Rob. Hey, Dave.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
good.
I just called in, say happy birthday to Eddie, and tell my story. Van Halen's probably the first music I remember hearing as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was a huge Van Halen fan, so I've been listening to it and staring at the records when I was a little kid my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got my first guitar, I was like 7 years old probably. It was a harmony from the J.C. Penney catalog, and I got it because I had banana headstock.
Harmony.
Like Eddie's.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I know those. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to get them out of the J.C. Penney catalog.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I got the model that I got because of the headstock, like Eddie's.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was coming in almost an SG shape, but I had banana headstock.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And that's when he was playing the 5150.
guitar. So, but yeah, I grew up listening to it. I remember staring at the albums when I was a kid, going through my dad's records. With the kid with the pack of cigarettes and stuff. And all that stuff. But yeah, I really don't remember ever not hearing Van Halen.
Yeah.
Definitely had a big impression on my life, as of course he did with you guys too.
Yeah, they had such a huge impact on so many people, and very few people when they first.
I just want to call in, share my story, say happy birthday.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you for calling, and thank you for the story, and thank you for watching these things every day, because I know I see your comment every day, and I'm glad we can do something that makes people happy, you know.
Yeah, I love this stuff.
That's the whole
up
point.
Here where I live, there's not many musicians or anybody really to talk about music with. When I start talking about music to people around here, they look at me like I'm nuts, because I know like so much and nobody else gets into it like that. So it's nice to have people to like talk to about it and stuff.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is there another caller coming in?
Yeah, there is. Yes. Well, hey, thank you for calling, man, and thank you for watching these things.
Yep. Thank you guys. You guys have a good night.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too, man.
All right.
Awesome.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
And Michael Collins says, I was eight in 1984, and with MTV I discovered Van Halen. Hot for Teacher, Jaw on the Floor. Scotty P says, hey guys, pre-ordered my EVH 5150 today from Sweetwater. Can't wait for the spring. Hopefully Fender will get them out earlier.
Nice.
Oh, Scotty, man, you're lucky, man. That's an amazing guitar.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Totally amazing. I love that guitar, and I'm gonna keep talking about it.
Michael Collins also says, I love you, Johnny.
Oh, thank you. Hey, who is this?
Brent.
Hey, Brent.
Hey, what you doing, bud?
Hey, make sure to turn your radio down.
Okay, just a sec.
Real quick.
Brent Cohn?
Yeah, it's Brent Cohn, everybody, from Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Does he have an ice cream?
towards that area.
Yes. Okay, real quick. What's your story?
Right. First time, probably hanging out at the music store, co-op tapes and records, Low Lanes, where we got all our music back then. You know, this is 1977. And these guys up there had a promo album. And they were playing a cut. They played cuts of all these promo albums they got that the public didn't have access to. And they were playing the promo of Van Halen 1, the first album.
I heard
that.
Was it that red? Was it the red album?
Yeah.
The Looney Tunes? Was it the Looney Tunes album?
No, just them four on the front. No, just them four on the front.
Okay.
And I remember hearing it, and I was going, "Oh my God, who's that?" Because I was raised on Clapton and everybody else. You know, he just, man, I was going Hendrix. You know, I heard all his tricks and stuff, but yeah, Eddie blew me away. But long story short, I graduated in '78, and that summer, July, they had the Mississippi Valley Jam, and there was, let's see, we had the Doobie Brothers, Atlanta Rhythm Section, Journey, and Van Halen. I've seen them guys together live the first time. That's I ever seen that. You know, I love that. I wore his tape out. They only had one out. And that was on 8-track, you know. And when I seen him in concert, man, that blew my mind. I thought, yeah, he totally changed my whole world on the guitar. I mean, back then, he freaked everybody out.
I wish I could have been around to see all that. I mean, I was around, but I was like, I was this tall, you know.
I can send you
I was this tall back in those days, but I had an aunt and an uncle, my mom's sister. They are huge, fans of Van Halen, and a lot of noise. And I remember my uncle showing me some photos that he took of one of their shows in Oklahoma, like 1978. It was like an outdoor show. And I remember seeing those photos and being like, wow, that's amazing.
Just go to, here's all you got to do to Google it. Just go to images and put in Iowa, Davenport, Iowa, Mississippi Jam Van Halen 78. And you'll bring it up and you'll just see tons of people that took pictures and put pictures there. But yeah, it was unreal. It was on like this little island of Mississippi, and right across the river from, I'm in the Quad Cities. I'm between 167 to Chicago, 200 to Des Moines. I'm right in the middle.
Cool.
Iowa, right in the Quad Cities. You're Davenport, Moline,
Cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Awesome.
But they used to have the Mississippi Valley Jams. They were great. Had tons of them. Great bands. But I just want to tell you that story, bud.
Nice. Well, thank you for calling, man.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for pictures. I'll put some up on the site.
Okay.
Nice.
That's awesome, man.
Nice talking to you guys. Take care, guys.
Hey, thanks, Brent.
Love you guys.
Have a good night, buddy.
You too. Okay. All right. See you, Brent. All right.
Your brother. Talk to you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Anthony M says, Johnny, you get my message through YouTube, 1981 Oakland Arena, which is on YouTube, meeting Eddie and Valerie in Lake Tahoe 2 years later.
Oh, cool. No, I didn't get your message.
So he went to that actual show that was that's recorded. The 3 songs that are recorded.
Is that what he's saying?
Well, it's 81 Oakland Arena. How many times did they play there in 81?
Like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I think.
What the hell do I know? eBay.
Yeah.
I first heard Jump in 2006 in the Herbie movie. Wow, Herbie.
Herbie the Love Bug.
Yeah, Herbie the Love Bug. But started listening to them in 2014 when my uncle took me to a wrestling show, and he played many different bands, then he played Hear About It Later. Cool. Michael Collins, I threw a DiMarzio Tone Zone in a titanium block in my Music Man Axis AX40, and it is great. Thanks for the recommendation, guys. Tat Girl, Johnny, my 4-year-old son is on my YouTube account and keeps unsubscribing from you. So I have subscribed to you 4 times this week. Ha ha.
Who said that?
Tat Girl.
Cat girl.
Oh. It's okay. That's fine.
Just in case you're wondering why she's unsubscribed so many times.
Oh. I didn't notice. That's fine though.
eBay. Then I was
yeah.
too much to read. Sorry, guys.
Oh, there's tons. There's tons of comments here. I wish these comments, stayed, in the actual comment section like YouTube used to be,
Yeah. Michael Collins, Journey was turning them down because they were blowing them away.
Wow. Yeah.
Scotty P, I skipped school in the spring of 1978. Normally listen to Kiss records. My buddy got a new album, and that was the first time I heard Eruption. My wife was never the same.
Alan Garber says to say hello, by the way.
Hey, Alan.
Garber.
Yeah. He said it's nice to see the VH1 Strat come out.
Tat Girl says, gotta love kids.
Man. Well, hey, okay. I have to tuck my chickens in.
Of course you do.
I do. So while I'm gone, it'll only be a few minutes because I know they went to bed. I just have to shut the gate. Scroll through these comments here and see if you can read any on here.
I've been reading them all. I've been reading all the ones that are actual things that are not like them talking to each other. You know, I've been scrolling through everyone that's like a story.
Mm-hmm.
Will Dunham, long live VVH.
Absolutely.
Anthony M. 1981 Oakland show. First time I saw the Circles guitar.
Ah, no way.
David Allen Wright says, what did I miss so far? I've been building the database drive tonight. Just answering some questions, Dave, and saying happy birthday to Edward.
Yes. Michael Collins. I think I'm going to buy a 2017 EVH Ivory Signature.
Sweet.
Oh, those guitars are amazing, man.
Yes. Jared Frost. Hey, Dave and Rob, for sure. Long live EVH. Hey, if my dad is still on watching, Dad, when was the first time you saw EVH? No? Okay. The Omega says, where is Eddie's original Frankenstein, David? It is probably in the 5150 studio.
Actually, no, it's right here. This is it.
Yeah. Brent C. Rock says, Rob, I love your cat.
Thank you. You can have her. She's for sale. No, I'm kidding.
Anthony M. says, Unchained was the song that Ed played it in 1981. Yes, we saw it. Yes, on YouTube. We've seen that. Yeah.
Unchained.
Spectrum, have you considered making your own guitar? Who are you asking, Spectrum?
Yeah, who's he talking to?
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back.
David Allen Wright says that the Frankenstein guitar is in a safe upstairs in the storage area right above the 5150 studio. There's a picture of the safe.
Ah. That's crazy, dude.
What? That there's a picture of the safe where the Frankenstein is in it?
That's kind of weird.
That he would know that?
That's bizarre. Okay, I'll be right back. Yeah, so go through those comments. See if you can.
That's what I'm doing, dude.
Okay.
I'm all ahead of you.
Okay, I'll be right back.
What's your favorite Van Halen album?
Go get your own show.
Boy, that's a tough one because I love so many songs off of so many different albums. If I had to, I mean, I love every single album, and like I said, because every album has songs that I absolutely love. I guess I would have to say, if I had to pick one album, I'd say 5150. And I know, guys, I know. I love Roth, and I was exposed to both eras. But 5150 was like, that was the album of like when I went into middle school, and it's like those songs were like the anthems of those days, you know, when you started to like, you know, date and, you know, it's that kind of stuff. So that album had a special meaning for me. Summer Nights, 5150, Good Enough. That song, I would have to, if I had to pick an album, it would be that one, just because Live Without a Net, the 5150 guitar, it was that first album that I really had a lot of, you know, I mean, I love 1984 too, don't get me wrong, but I like all the VH albums.
There
How
you
about
go.
you, Dave? What's your favorite Van Halen album if you had to pick one?
Van Halen 3.
Really? Cool.
Today. So Shredder. I guess he's from Boston. Shredder. I got into VH after playing a USA PV Wolfgang. Was blown away by the quality and playability of the guitar. Then I got live right here, right now, and was hooked. Michael Smith. Hello, all. Just got home. Damn, missed a bunch. Happy birthday, Eddie Van Halen. Let's see. Spectrum asks me, what's your favorite song on the first record? Oh, boy.
Ain't talking about love for me.
Little Dreamer. Let's see. Van Halen 1. Darren Moore. Van Halen 1 is my favorite album. Hot for Teacher is my favorite, all-time favorite song ever.
Nice.
Guitar Samurai 1. Can any of you guys show a close-up of the Floyd on a Stripe series? I would like to see how close it actually is to the body. Is it slightly floating or is it sitting flat like on the Wolfgangs?
They're all
Guitar Samurai, if it's floating, then it's not set up correctly. It needs to be sitting on the body. If you have a guitar where the Floyd is floating, then it is absolutely not set up the way it's supposed to be. Just lower it, and your action should be fine.
Yep. The Omega says, Rob, what's the guitar in the back? Well, there's a whole bunch of them. So I don't know which one you're talking about. You're talking about this one right here. That's my Steinberger GL2T Transstrum.
Let's see. Daniel Hall says, hey, guys, glad you're here.
Cool. So same goes for you.
Tubinen one. What are your favorite guitars that are not Van Halen guitars? I guess that'll be me, since basically all your guitars are Van Halen guitars, Rob.
Almost. A couple that aren't, but.
My beat up Strat with the humbuckers in it. That's my favorite guitar. That's not a Van Halen guitar.
How about the Telly?
Telly's great too, but that's not my favorite guitar.
Yep.
What else? eBay. What did eBay just say? eBay says also, my mom and me have arguments over who's better. I'm for Roth. She's for Hagar. My mom and dad actually went to the opening show of the Balance Tour.
Sweet. Florida. Cool. Pensacola.
Mm-hmm.
Omega says, where did you get it? He's probably talking about the Steinberger. Actually, the guitar came from eBay. Long time ago, like 15 years ago. It was it's a 1985 Newberg original Steinberger GL2T Transstrum. Yep, that's where I got it. Needed a new Transstrum when I got it, so I had to have one of those installed. But yeah, it's a great guitar.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Carlton says, happy birthday, Eddie. Hey, guys. Okay, admit it. Did anyone boil their guitar strings?
No.
I never did.
No. Nope.
Never did.
Yeah, I tried that.
I tried it, but I never really got into it.
Michael Smith, Dave, Rob, have you guys ever jammed out together? Yes, we have.
Yep.
Adam Scheinberg, Dave, what's your favorite EVH guitar? I don't know. I've got it. They're all my favorite. I really don't have my favorite right this second is this one. Right this second, because it's in my hand. But that's, it's they're all amazing.
Yep.
Delta Hotel says it's 1:55 a.m. in the UK. I'm sitting on the end of my bed with my Van Halen 1 I built drinking beer. Long live VH. Anthony M. Hey, Dave, I was at Guitar Center trying out an EVH lunchbox. Asked an employee about the 100-watt Stealth amp. He told me Stealth is a guitar. They don't make an amp. Oh, boy. Well, I'm sorry that you had that experience, Anthony M. Yeah, Guitar Center, not so much. Okay.
They sell lunchboxes at the music store?
Yeah. They sell EVH stuff.
Oh, lunchboxes?
Yeah. Will Dunham says, sorry if I talk too much. No, dude, it's all good. We loved it. Trust me. Adam Scheinberg, wow, that's a sweet sunburst, Dave. Daniel Hall, beautiful guitar, Dave. Let's see. All right, eBay. I go to Pensacola all the time. I live close to there. Ironically, I was on my way to the arena when I got obsessed.
Obsessed, yeah.
Okay. But what? Okay. All right, Johnny's back. So we're all caught up.
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just reading like a fiend. Reading, and reading.
Man, my
Chickens?
either no, well, yeah, I took care of them. Either my laptop either froze or the mouse or the USB port where the mouse is plugged in crashed. I couldn't my it was useless, so I had to restart. So
Oh, okay.
I think my laptop is on its last legs finally.
Not good.
So I don't see the chat room at all, not yet.
Okay, well, I'm taking care of that. The Omega asks Dave, did Eddie give his Bumblebee to Dimebag Darrell? Well, not when he was alive, he didn't. But as a parting gift, when Dimebag passed away, Eddie put the original black and yellow Bumblebee in the coffin with Dimebag.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Really cool thing to do too.
Yes.
Yeah. And Dime, he was a cool dude, man. I met him in 1995, and he was very, very, very cool. He signed my friend's guitar. My friend has a Dean ML, and it was cool.
Is that what it's really called? An ML? What does that stand for? Do you know?
I have no idea.
All right.
Somebody will know.
Dime was always a huge VH fan, and is kind of the story behind that guitar that Dave was talking about is his favorite all-time Van Halen guitar was this one. It was the Bumblebee. He loved the Bumblebee, and when, like Dave said, when he passed away, Eddie did the ultimate thing, buried him with it. That's so cool, and it was the original too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Scotty P, Dave and Rob, do you only use the washers with the eye hooks on the Wolfgangs and eye hooks without washers on the striped guitars? Yeah, that's pretty much how I do it. Like on this one, basically whichever guitars Eddie had the washers on, I put the washers on.
Right, me too. It's like this one right here doesn't have.
And Adam Scheinberg wanted to see the guitar again, so here it is.
Beautiful guitar.
That looks just like my guitar, man.
It is your guitar. I came to your house last night and took it.
Uh-huh.
You just took the EVH sticker.
I took that sticker off.
Yeah, Dave's mad because on my guitar like that, I've got the EVH logo on the bottom. A NAMM decal from the NAMM booth a few years ago. I put them on all my guitars, on the backs of all my guitars. On that guitar, I figured I'd put it on the front, and Dave apparently broke in here last night and took the guitar and ripped it right off. So
yes, and Jared Frost. Jared, yes, when you bought when you got the Amber PV Wolfgang, this was the other one that was there. So we share. You and I will share. How about that?
Cool. Okay, I'm restarting my laptop so I can get back in the chat box. But if you want to call in, wish Edward a happy birthday, tell us a very quick story. No, we love all you guys. You want to tell us a story about how you first discovered Van Halen? Anybody's welcome to call up. Give me a call right now. 415-952-3263. 415-952-3263. Or you can text as well. And I'll get those as well.
Oh, cool. Anthony M says Dean ML. The ML stands for Matthew Lynn, Zelensky's childhood best friend.
Cool. That's neat.
That is cool.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, it was a great guitar. Great guitar. I believe it was a 1979 was the year of that guitar.
That's very cool. The Omega asked Dave, where did you get the big EVH sign in the background? That was a gift given to me last year for, I want to say, my birthday from the Music Zoo. The owner and the sales staff of the Music Zoo, they gave that to me.
Mm-hmm. We love the Music Zoo.
Yep.
Yes, we do.
Great store. Great people.
Yep. Yes, they are.
Yeah. Dave's on their website every morning.
Seems like never mind.
I think Dave spends more time at the music zoo. He does his house.
My house is the music zoo.
That's right. It pretty much is. It's like a satellite site.
You know, before he checks his Tumblr, he checks the Music Zoo website. So, yes. And also, if you guys are on Twitter, you can tweet me as well. Tweet at Johnny Bean. And, yeah. That's so weird. That guy was using my photo for his avatar.
That is odd.
Well, it's not the first time. That's happened before.
Yeah.
But I don't think he knows who I am. I think he just thought it was cool. Probably.
There's forgive me if I mispronounce your name, but garbage. You guys know
that's Alan Garber. That's Alan.
Oh, it is?
That's great. That's his name on VH Links. Garbage.
Okay. Gerber. Do any of you guys know anyone else besides me and Pete Thorne that plays Van Halen's music with a standard Fender tremolo? Just curious because I can't think of anyone else. Hey, Alan, why don't you remove your hand from your back so I can pat it for you? I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I can't even play Van Halen with a Floyd Rose, so especially not with a Fender trem. So.
It's funny because Alan just texted me a few minutes ago, and he was like, "Hey, nice to see you playing the VH1." And it's like I love those standard, trems, and I'm like, I do too. I really like the standard trems. It's definitely an art form using the bars on those things in Van Halen style. Because unless you know that little trick to pull it back up quick or whatever, you get used to it. It's for my guitars, my Strat, and then my regular Fender Strat, and then my VH1 thing goes wicked out of tune whenever I use that bar.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Cool guitar though. That's a great conversation piece. That guitar.
Oh yeah, it's a great guitar. I love that thing.
Yeah.
Love that guitar.
Yes. Okay, I'm back in the chat box. Okay. All right. Yeah, that is Alan. I see the name. That is Alan. Hey, Alan. Let's see. If someone copies my profile of my, eBay says if somebody copies his avatar, he's going to sue them.
I don't know. Carlton asks, were all of Ed's original models made of basswood? I know the Shark was Carina. Actually, the Shark wasn't Carina. It's Ibanez said it was Carina, but it's like a different type of mahogany. I don't know the exact name, but I know that Alan Garber would know what it is. It's not Carina.
He says
looks like Carina.
He's answering right here. I see that. It was a Japanese
Sen. Yes. Also, most of Ed's guitars were Northern Ash to begin with. The basswood came later in life. The 5150 guitar, till the day we all pass away, people are going to say it was basswood. People are going to say it was poplar. I say it was poplar because
Paul Unkert.
Paul Unkert, because I'm losing my mind. Paul Unkert said it was poplar. He made most of those guitars in the very beginning, and he worked there at the time. So, and the two woods that they used at the time were poplar and maple. They didn't use basswood back then. So, it depends on who you say, who you talk to, and it depends on the particular interview at the time. But.
The 5150 was also very grainy wood.
Poplar is a very grainy wood.
Poplar is a very grainy wood. And as a matter of fact, I'll show you guys a picture. And this is in a magazine.
What was that? You okay, Dave?
I'm fine. That was my piano.
Here's a real close-up picture of the 5150 you guys can see. And you can see, like, the original. You can see how grainy it is. It was very, very, very grainy. yeah, you can just tell. And I have other pictures as well. But anyways,
Yeah, yeah. I think the black and white, and that what do you call it? That
The
angle,
dent.
the angle is where you can really see all that.
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, poplar typically can have those types of characteristics, and so can basswood, but poplar in that particular case is very grainy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Matt Sarnecki asks, did the pickup in the 5150 later become the Seymour Duncan Custom? That's also, I want to say speculation. I mean, the pickup that was in the original 5150 originally was a rewound JB. Sometimes, depending on the interview, Eddie says it was a 59. It's one or the other. I think it's a JB that was rewound, because to my ears, a JB with poplar sounds like the 5150 guitar to me. I believe Seymour Duncan made a pickup called the Custom, and that was supposed to be the Eddie Van Halen pickup, but I don't know that was actually what was in the 5150 at any time.
I have one of those pickups.
I do too. I have one that's not F-spaced in a box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine's F-spaced, and mine is in a box. Oh, and speaking of Seymour Duncan, yeah, I ran into him a couple times. Somebody's asking, Ed McMuffin, hey, man. Ed McMuffin is saying, Johnny, how was NAMM? Well, I ran into Seymour Duncan twice in one evening. And what am I trying to say? I don't know. He was cool. He was cool. I'd met him before. And yeah, very, very, yeah, he was a very, very nice guy. And Alan is saying no one knows what the pickup was in the 50. Eddie has always said it was a rewound 59, but no one knows what the spec of it is.
I was surprised he didn't ask me for the proof.
Yeah, well, that's
What's the proof?
That's the next sentence.
Show me the proof.
And then the Omega says, I would love to have an original 1984 EVH logo neck plate.
Necklace.
Oh, necklace. I was gonna say, just get there's tons of those 84 neck plates. You know, Music Yo, those guitars, they all said 1984 on them.
Yes.
That was a serial number for all those guitars. Was the serial was, well, not the serial, but on the neck plate it was 1984.
Yeah.
And then the actual like serial was like what, on the side of the headstock or something.
I always like Captain Crunch myself.
Jerry Leica just texted me, Dave. He's looking for information on Nick. He said he's going to contact you tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Says say hi, by the way.
Cool. Hello, Jerry Leica. I love that guy.
Awesome dude.
I mentioned that to you. I love that guy.
Yep, good dude. Good dude.
Mm-hmm. I've never met him. I don't know him.
Good friend of Scott Smith's too.
Scott, I have met, and Scott is a very, very cool dude.
Yep.
Very cool.
Nice.
So Ed McMuffin. So how was NAMM? It was great, man. Saw a lot of friends. Saw a lot of stuff. You know, I'll say it again. That new 5150 guitar from EVH Gear is amazing.
Dun dun dun.
I'm gonna keep saying that. People are sick of me saying that, but
Did I tell you that they pre-sold 5 of the 6 that they ordered already?
the Music Zoo.
The Music Zoo pre-sold 5 of the 6 that they're getting.
Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Johnny, you going to get one?
I would like to.
Are you going to get rid of your other 5150 then?
I would like one. I would I would. I would gladly trade mine for theirs. You know. Yeah. Mine's a custom by a company called GMW Guitar Works. Joe says happy birthday to the king.
Joe Suma.
Hey, Joe.
What's up, Joe?
Awesome, man. Yeah.
Yes. So
Yes. Yes.
what do we got?
We got 48 people looking at it.
48 people watching. 48. Count them. 48.
And
There's 48
it's
people watching. Why
this
do we
isn't-
only have 25 thumbs ups? We
This
have
isn't-
48 people. Why is
this
there
is-
only 25?
This isn't even a show night. We're not even supposed to be here. I shouldn't be here right now.
25 thumbs ups. What's wrong with you people? It's only half.
We appreciate you guys stopping in.
Absolutely, we do.
Joe says he has 3 5150s on order. Only one is spoken for, so let me know if anyone's interested. Okay,
Johnny's
Cool.
interested.
cool. And that's through is it Greenwich?
Yes.
Greenwich Music?
We love them too.
Greenwich Music in
Connecticut.
what's the town?
Riverside? Riverdale? Riverside, Connecticut? Riverside, I think.
Greenwich Music. What? He'll probably say, but yeah, Greenwich Music has 3 5150s.
I have a feeling that his arm is going to come out my computer and smack me in the face for getting that wrong.
There's 2 EVH 5150s available at Greenwich Music.
Well, they're not there. They're not spoken
Well,
for, but they're not there.
Yeah, but they will be. Well, yeah,
They won't be there until probably June. Riverside, Connecticut.
Riverside.
Tell you,
Very
these
cool.
5150s, man, these are gonna go like hotcakes. People are gonna buy these things up like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Stripe Series one that everybody's been waiting for.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Oh, it's gonna take over. It's gonna the other guitar, the other red, black, and white guitar. I think it's gonna surpass that one in sales.
Yeah.
The
because-
Omega wants to know from all three of us what our first guitar was.
Mine was a Fernandez Sustainer. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was a Fernandez Strat copy, kind of a cheapo $120 Strat copy, but it's the first guitar I ever got. My ex-wife bought it for me at the time. We were dating, and yeah, it was a great guitar. I mean, I actually played that guitar for like a year straight, solid. I mean, took lessons with it, and it helped. I mean, that's what I learned how to play on. And then about a year into it, my guitar teacher was like, "Listen, dude," he's like, "you want to play all this Van Halen stuff? You got to get something with a Floyd." So I went out and I bought a Kramer Focus, I think it was, at Floyd. And I was just like went to town with that bar back then, And but yeah, it was Fernandez Strat guitar. Great little guitar.
Nice. My first guitar is right here. Fender Squire Bullet. This is my first guitar.
Nice.
Still have it. It's still heavy. It's still plywood. Yeah. I'll never get rid of it.
Well, you guys are going to kill me when you find out what mine was. It was a late 50s Gibson Les Paul Jr. single cutaway.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm not that old, really. But, I think it was maybe $100 back when I got it in '75 when it was it was given to me. Yeah, it was. It's crazy, and I don't have it anymore, unfortunately. Joe Suma, Dave, have you seen my Relic 5150 in progress? Yes, I did. Very jealous of it. It's beautiful.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that video I sent you the other night of the 5150 hitting the deck?
No, it wouldn't open.
Johnny, is that something I could show here?
Yeah.
Just that little clip.
Yeah. You could show that here.
Okay. Can you present me?
Sure.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you something that you will like. This is a video of Edward playing at the end of the concert in Montreal, 1986, 5150 tour. Edward, I forget what song it was. The clip's only like 10 seconds long. Takes his guitar off and goes to throw it to Zeke Clark, and it gets strap gets caught on his arm, and it hits the deck and slams on the floor. And we wonder why the 5150 has so many dents and dings in it. So you guys check this out. Whoops, boink, oops. There it goes. There goes Zeke. Whoops. And Ed is like totally beside himself. Look at him. Oh, my 5150 just hit the deck. One more time for your viewing pleasure. Here it is again if you didn't see it the first time. Here goes Ed. He's taking his guitar off. That's the 5150. He's going to throw it to Zeke. Whoops, strap gets caught. Bang, right on the ground. There it is. Oops. Great little video. And we wonder why that guitar has so many dents and dings in it.
Well,
that's a hard hit too.
He's lucky. He's lucky that headstock didn't break just by being in the air.
Exactly. Of course, it just happened to fall kind of flat, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty funny.
Wow.
And I've had that video for over 20 years, and I've never noticed that. I never noticed he went to throw it, and the thing slammed on the floor like that.
Now, what show was that?
Montreal, 1986.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yep.
That's great.
It's on YouTube, I think. It's probably on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Johnny's
that's so cool. Well, when I the first time I saw Van Halen, November 5th, 1988, I remember the very end of the show, and I've said this before, the very end of the show, Edward, he took off the 5150, threw it clear across the stage, and it must have been Zeke. His hand appeared from the pit, caught the guitar, and took it right in, you know?
Yeah. That's cool.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's rock and roll. That's rock and roll, and the Frankenstein, of course, but the 5150 is a definite rock and roll guitar.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, for a lot of people, you know, our generation, me and Rob, maybe Dave too, you know, that is the guitar for us.
Yeah, for me, yeah, absolutely.
So that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about EVH Gear releasing the 5150 guitar. Because I always wanted one.
Yeah.
You know.
So cool. My 5150 is being redone. The body's being all done right now. It's in the process of being striped, and it'll be relicked this weekend. So.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I get my Ripley guitar back tomorrow. I'm so psyched. I can't wait.
Ripley? Nice.
My Ripley comes back tomorrow. I had it refretted. So yes. Nice. Cool. It's been a week of new guitars all week.
Yeah.
Yes, Alan Garber. Yes, the Bumblebee was Northern Ash. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. What else? What do we got? We have 32 thumbs ups and one.
Rob owes me a Pepsi for that. Yeah. We both went at the same time.
Same time.
I know. I'll be right back. Well, hey Dave, do you want someone to call your number? Are you available to take calls?
I'm available. I just don't remember my number.
Oh God.
It's 516-5150-310. 516-5150-310. No, 130.
I think you're missing a digit.
No. It's 516-5150-130. 130.
I don't know if that's enough. Is that enough numbers?
Yes. 516-515-310.
That's not the
Okay.
number I have.
Huh?
That's not the number I have.
That's my Google phone number. Yes, it's
Oh,
not.
okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, I read you now. I read you loud and clear.
Call it. Call the number, Rob.
Okay, say it one more time.
516
Yeah.
515
Mm-hmm.
0130.
Hello. Please state your name after the tone, and Google Voice will try to reach.
Dave Nesdall.
See? Now you can hang up.
Rob Johnson.
Okay. All right. So yeah, type that number in the chat box real quick.
No, every time I type it in, I do it wrong.
Why was that a girl's name? Dave Nesdall.
That's not my
I know.
That's my I have secretaries.
That's right.
My secretary.
Okay, there it is.
Secretary. I'll be right back.
There's the number in the. Yeah, I know.
Everyone's leaving now?
I'm
No,
gonna.
no, no.
I'm gonna be right back too. That's why I'm not giving out my
All
number.
right, I'm going to be right back.
So there you go. That's the number right there. If you want to call up, call 516-515-0130. And tell us a very, very quick story about the first time you saw Van Halen. First time you saw them, first time you heard them. You know? We got 40 people. 40 people looking at us.
Pete McNamee says Paul Unkert definitely built and painted the 5150. Well, he didn't paint it, number one. Number two, he didn't build it either. It was probably built. He made the body and the neck. He made them, but it was not built by Paul Unkert. Paul Unkert had left Kramer by then. It was probably built by Z. Clark, or actually Rudy. Maybe Rudy probably. Rudy Lauren probably put it together for Eddie. It wasn't Zeke. It was Rudy Lauren who probably put it together, or Eddie himself. The guitar was painted by I can't remember his name now.
Jim? Something does it, Jim?
No, it was
Ken. We talking about 5150?
yeah,
Last name began with an F, didn't it?
not George Felice. George Felice did not paint it.
Okay.
George Felice painted the Hot for Teacher guitar and guitars that looked like the Hot for Teacher.
Okay.
Billy Connolly painted the 5150 guitar. Yes, and maybe even the 1984 guitar. They were done at the same time. So.
Mm-hmm. And very similar striping. I mean, well, the striping patterns are different, but very similar way the stripes lay, I should say.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Same color.
Yep. Yeah, the way that 84 and the 5150 striping.
Yes. And Alan Garber agrees with me. Correct. Built is incorrect terminology. It had to be Rudy Lauren that built it, and Billy Connolly painted it.
Hey, Howard.
Howie!
Hey, Howie's there, everybody.
Howie says happy birthday to Edward.
Yes. Yes, he does.
Howie Van Halen?
Yeah. Yes.
Where'd that guitar come from? Was that always in the background, the Circles guitar? Was that always back there? Wow.
Yes. Of course it was.
Wow.
Is that guitar playable now?
It's playable, but the pickup isn't wired in.
Oh.
I need to get a new soldering iron.
It's not turn-onable.
You know? And that guitar, the pickups, I took the pickups out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Tat Freak says, Howie! Oh, yeah. Here's one of the pickups that was in it.
Yeah.
There.
Bless you.
Hey.
Was that a sneeze? You sneezed?
Yes. I sneeze.
Bless you.
Yeah, awesome.
Awesome. So what?
Yes. So okay, if anybody wants to call in,
No one likes me. No one called in my number.
Well, then you can call my number 415-952-3263. If you want to wish Edward Van Halen a happy birthday, tell us a very, very quick story about when you first heard Van Halen, when you first saw them, maybe your first Van Halen guitar, you know, any of that stuff. Give me a call. 415-952-3263.
Yes. Adam Scheinberg. Dave, is that a striped towel on the back of your chair? Yes, it is. Where is it? It's right here. Striped towel.
There you go.
My cape.
That's his bink.
It's his cape.
That's my binky. My binky.
Oh, dude, come on.
Come on. You said it.
Yeah, I know, but someone's gonna take that. Will
Take that photo and plaster it all over Facebook.
Yes. Oh,
With my thumb in my mouth.
it's gonna be up there any minute. Will says, quick question. Anyone see the guitar that is on the back of Women and Children First? Has anyone seen that guitar? Yeah. That's what people call the shark guitar. It's an Ibanez.
Mm-hmm.
Ibanez Destroyer.
Right here. This is what he's talking about.
Yeah, it looks like that.
Not only does it look like that, it looks exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Never mind.
Hey, Adam. Oh, he thought you striped your chair, he says.
Oh, no. Nope.
It was a towel.
Yes.
Yes. We got 48 people looking at us. 36,
Still 48 people. People didn't just
36 thumbs ups.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you want to give us a call, 415-952-3263, and let us know. Maybe the first guitar that you bought. Maybe is Edward Van Halen the reason that you guys are playing the guitar? If it is, give me a call and let me know. And or us. I mean, give us a call. Let us know. And we would like to talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh Lord. What are you reading my mind? I wasn't gonna.
Yes. Okay. And don't read that either. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So call now, quick. 415-952-3263. How long have we been on here? 3 hours?
No, it's only 9:30. 9:33.
What time did we start? About a little 5,
8.
6. So it's been an hour and a half.
Yeah, we've been here for an hour and a half.
Wow.
Cool. On a night we weren't even going to get on.
I know. It's all your fault.
I know.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if I said this before. Thank you to Guitar Player Magazine for wishing Edward Van Halen a happy birthday, for one thing. But also featuring you okay?
I will be.
Featuring 3 of my Van Halen guitar lessons within the piece.
Mm.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you,
nice.
Guitar Player Magazine.
That is nice.
Very cool.
Yeah. Yes. Let's see. Joe. Joe Wentz says, yes, Eddie is the reason I started playing the guitar. Awesome.
Man.
Awesome. Well, you know my story. It's pretty it's pathetic if you think about it. But no, Marty McFly is the reason I started playing the guitar. Thanks to Marty McFly, But thanks to that cassette he had in his Walkman I discovered Van Halen.
Yep.
You know, and there's got to be a million other people that have the same story I do. You know, the same series of events. You know. Let's see. Will says, I have a low-level Les Paul I would love to Frankenstein. Cool. Cool. What's the code from the UK? Lol. The code? You mean for making a phone call?
Oh, who knows?
It's probably the I don't know. You can text, or if you're on Twitter, you can tweet. But yeah. Let me actually check my Twitter to make sure I didn't get any.
You can't say that.
Any tweets? Let's see how many people are using my avatar for their accounts right now. Okay, EVH 5150 fan 22 minutes ago watching at EVH Gear Live. That's what we kind of call these things, but kind of not. With Johnny Bean, David Nesdall, and Rob Johnson wishing Eddie a happy birthday.
That's so nice.
EVH 5150 fan, thank you. And he included a photo right there.
Nice.
The Argyle.
Right there.
That's what your new name is.
That's us.
That's what your superhero name is. The Argyle.
Let's see. Cool. Very cool. Oh, I can see all the comments on the side too. That's awesome.
David Allen Wright says the phone call UK code is +44. My God.
That's funny.
Hey, yeah, let's have David Allen Wright route you in.
That's great.
He's positioning the satellite right now.
Oh God, I love that guy.
Yes. Oh man. So yes, if you want to call in, if you want to call from the UK, it's +44, and then what? 1 maybe 415
001, and then the area code, I think.
Oh man, that's a lot of numbers. Hey, Greg. Greg
Happy
says,
E-Day.
"What's up, guy? Happy E-Day." Yes. Michael Smith is laughing. So yeah. If you want to call in, 415-952. Is that right? Make sure I'm giving out the right number. 415-952-3263.
Yes. David Allen Wright says drone, not satellite. Costs too much.
All right. So David
So happy
Allen,
he's got a sense of humor because, man, if he didn't, that would not be good.
he's sending the drone up to the satellite to reposition. So you guys can call in. Delta Hotel 69 is asking, what pickup do you guys like in the Frankie? Lol. Why is that funny? That's not funny.
It's not even remotely funny.
That's a real question.
Yeah.
Myself, I don't have a Frankie, so I can't tell you what pickup I like in it. Although they do make a Frankie. EVH Gear does make a Frankie pickup, so I would use that.
That's what I got in mind.
Yeah, that's what I have a prototype of that pickup in mind. Prototype.
All right, Jaden James 104. He has the number right there for you.
Really? Is that it? 44141595232363.
159. What's going on?
Crazy.
Uh-huh.
Garbage. Alan says, I'm here patting myself on the back for using a standard Fender Tremolo.
Man, it took that long to get that crack to you? Holy moly.
Well, you remember his connection.
Yeah, Alan, I was really kidding. That was just me being funny. You know, New York and all. I got nothing.
I have a Frankie pickup in my 1983 Strat. Sounds great. Michael Smith says. Alan is, I think he's smiling. Bobby Z says, any love for the PVUSA HP?
Just missed the boat on that one. I have a Frankie pickup in my ankle.
Garrett King says, how do you guys relic the black stripes on the Kramer 5150? Sandpaper, X-Acto knife,
tape.
Yeah, tape. I mean, anything.
After you put the black stripe on, before it gets too dry, you just run a piece of tape across and pull the tape right up. Pull the tape up, and the paint comes off.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. David Allen is asking if Halen.com or EddieVanHalen.com websites are still around or are they shut down. I guess you could type it in and see.
It's a good question.
I don't know.
Oh, you mean from the links?
Halen.com is just, I think, is basically shut down. I mean, it's up, but you can't really do anything on it. I've tried numerous times to get back on that site, and it's either totally abandoned or nobody's doing anything on it, or it's basically like in a maintenance mode where it's there, but it's not really operational.
Who was the guy? There was a guy that used to run a Van Halen site, and he lived somewhat near me. What was his name? Or which site was his? I think he lived like in the town I used to live in.
There was a classic Van Halen website. That was a big one. And then there's VH Links, which was always run by Brent. What was his name?
Norton.
Yeah. He lives in California, LA, or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that's the biggest one. That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Cat Dumpling says, I'm currently installing a Floyd. This is the perfect thing to watch in the background. Cat Dumpling. What a name. That what was the other one from yesterday? The name I thought was the best name on the planet?
Bagged Cereals?
Bagged Cereals and Cat Dumpling. Perfect. Those names. Awesome. Yeah. Anthony M says, I'm dialing now, Johnny, from Area 51, Nevada.
Oh, and he's got an alien face. Okay, yeah.
Cat Dumpling. That's just it's so funny.
Oh, and here he is. Anthony. Anthony.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how are you?
I'm freezing up here in Area 51, Nevada.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Huh? You having a good time?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely. I got all my guitars all over the place right here.
Uh-huh.
Delay.
Huh? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Turn the sound down on the video, because there's a delay.
No. I mean the actual. I'm looking at you right now on the video.
Uh-huh.
And I don't see you.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, I met Eddie. At an 81 concert. There you are, right there.
Huh? Hello?
Anyway, I'm right here.
Talking to the phone.
Area 51, I think. The reception is kind of low.
How about now?
That's
perfect. There you go. I hear you.
Yeah. Well, Eddie and Val used to have a house up in Tahoe on the lower part of the Nevada side, and that's where I saw them. I saw them at a grocery store, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing here? You have a house up here." And that's fine. You're not too recently. We just get in touch. I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
And that circle guitar, yeah. I saw that the first time at the Oakland Coliseum Arena.
Oh, the real one. The real Circles guitar. You saw it?
Yeah. I got pissed off because he ended up coming out with that. I was like, where's the Frankenstein guitar? And I was like, oh, they switched guitars after that. I never seen that guitar before. What is this?
Uh-huh.
If you see it on YouTube, if you watch it on YouTube, it's a video. I'm on his side of the stage.
Can you guys hear him?
Yes, he said he was on his side of the stage
I was there.
for the video.
Oh, okay, cool. The Oakland video.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I used to go down to the guitar center down there on Vegas. I know it's not there. That's where I picked up my first guitar.
Huh? The what?
The Guitar Center that used to be on Van Ness in San Francisco.
Uh-huh. On Van Ness?
Yeah, that's where.
What? Well, when was this? Because they're on Van Ness still.
Oh, they still are?
Yeah, well,
No, they had.
I think.
Another store that covered some kind of rare guitars.
Uh-huh.
And they moved them on the other side of Van Ness by the Coca-Cola plant down there.
Oh, that big Coke sign. Yeah, the Guitar Center that's there now. Yeah, it's on Van Ness. It's been there for probably 9-10 years.
Yeah. Well, anyway, that's where I bought my
Mm-hmm.
first Strat. I tore it apart the minute I got it home.
Uh-huh.
The rest,
Uh-huh. Cool.
I just wanted to call and say hello.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks,
Cool.
Mike.
That guy at Guitar Center here in Nevada, yeah. I went in and tried out a lunchbox amp, and I asked him, I said, are you going to carry the 100-watt bell amp? He said, they don't make those. What?
Uh-huh.
They don't make these. I was like, okay.
Cool.
Crazy.
Cool. Cool. Okay, well, hey, great talking to you, man.
All right.
Anthony. Okay. All right, talk to you soon.
Have a good night. Take care.
All right, bye-bye. I don't know if he can hear you.
That's cool. He saw the real Circles guitar. That's kind of neat.
Wow. That's some stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some
And he's talking about Guitar Center on Van Ness. Yeah. Well, when did he say he bought that guitar? Was that way back in the day or within the past 10 years?
I think he was
thought
talking
it
about
15 years ago, right?
Back in the day or something?
That was
Well-
his first guitar he said he bought. It was his first Strat, and he took it apart as soon as he got home.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Guitar Center, when I first moved out here, wow, how many years ago was that? When I first moved out here, long time ago, the Guitar Center was, I want to say, off like Mission Street or something. And then it's been on Van Ness for a number of years now. The location it's at now. This band that I was playing called the Mayfire. We were playing across the street at the something tavern. And my overdrive pedal conked out, if that's a word. And so I remember running down to Guitar Center to buy a Rat. You know, the Rat pedal. And this would have been 2008. This would have been like 9 years ago. So yes, Johnny just agreed to wear a pirate shirt without realizing it. Huh? Cat dumpling?
Oh, that's great.
What?
He said because you couldn't hear anything he said and you kept on saying yes. You agreed to wear a pirate shirt without knowing what you were talking about. That's funny.
Is that what that means?
I don't know. 48 people watching still. My God, after that. Still have 48 people. They must love us.
That's right.
42 thumbs ups. 2 negatories.
Steve Anderson says, "Happy birthday, Ed." Very cool. Very.
He wants
cool.
to know what guitar is the best to have: the Charvel Art Series, the Stripe Series Red, White, and Black, or the 5150 Red, White, and Black. I mean, they're all good. I mean, it's kind of depends on what color scheme you like.
One of each.
Yeah.
How about one of each? They're all different.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hang on one sec. Hang on.
She had man.
Do we really have to hang on?
Yeah. I guess so.
I say we both hang up.
We just hang up. Yeah.
I thought you said hang up, Johnny.
Sorry, John. Let's see. I like Johnny's avatar. That is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You guys still there?
No.
Okay,
No.
you guys are. I had to go and find this real quick. You guys are talking about Seinfeld. I think they were talking about Seinfeld, the pirate. Talking about the pirate. Agreed to wear the the puffy shirt. I know what you're talking about. And then you guys are saying she had man hands. Here's something that I have that's pretty cool. This guy's actually a friend of mine. You guys recognize that guy
No soup for you.
from Seinfeld.
That's fun.
I had to go and dig this out. No soup for you, but thank you. But thanks for the guitar picks, he says.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I've known this guy for like 10 years.
Kind of looks like Freddie Mercury a little.
A little bit, yeah.
I used to give him guitar picks that he would give to his son. His son plays guitar. So this band that I was in, the Mayfire, we used to play in LA all the time. We'd play in San Francisco, and I used to invite him to the shows. He never made it out to a show, but
He always got an invite.
yeah. Michael says he didn't get any bread. Yeah. His name's Larry Thomas. And
And no, he's not the owner of Fender.
no, it's a different Larry Thomas. Yeah. But you can actually look here on this channel. Search Seinfeld on this channel, and you'll actually see a video of myself and the Soup Nazi reenacting the scene about wanting bread and $3 and all that stuff. If you haven't seen it, search that on this channel. You'll see it.
God, that's got to be hilarious.
Yeah.
Soup Nazi.
Yeah. That was back in 2010 or something.
I have to look at that now. I need to see it.
That's so fun.
You have to see that? You
I
can
have
see
to
it.
see it. Yeah, I got to see it.
Just search Seinfeld on this channel. Huh? Hey, Johnny, did you listen? Huh? Another David is asking me. Oh, I know what he's talking about. I don't think you're watching this, are you, David? No, I haven't yet. Not yet.
Oh, come on.
Huh? If you want, you can show the video on here. That's fine.
I'm looking for it. How do I search for it once I'm in your?
Just type in Seinfeld
Where?
in like a search.
In the Johnny Bean search?
Yeah. Or just search Seinfeld and Johnny Bean like as a search, and you'll find it. He's getting the puffy shirt. Yeah. Steve Anderson, thanks guys. I own the first 2 Fict 150s on order. Oh, you ordered 2 of those guitars? Man. Very cool. Oh, and there we are.
Recording. Johnny? No soup for you. Nice bread. You want bread? Yes. $3. Nah, you can have all the bread. My son uses your guitar picks. You can have bread.
Okay, turn it off. That's enough. That's embarrassing.
Please, God. Come on, it was great. Ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Bean. And the
Johnny
soup,
Bean.
Thank you.
Johnny Bean.
and
Johnny
the absolute actual soup Nazi. $3. No soup for you.
The soup man. Yeah. 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 He's a cool dude, man. He's very cool.
Hey, gentlemen, I have to hit the road, so.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's. Okay.
Why don't we
well,
not hit
actually-
the road?
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you, Cat Dumpling. Okay. All right. We're out of here. Thank you, everybody, for watching this stuff. A very, very happy birthday to Edward Van Halen. I mean,
Happy birthday, Eddie. Happy
we
Yes.
haven't said it enough today. Thank you for everything that you do, man. If you happen to see this, and Steve says, "Sorry, Johnny, I own the Charvel EVH Red, Black, and White EVH Art Series Red, Black, and White. If you have the EVH 1550 on order. Oh, so you'll have all three of those. Okay, cool,
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah. So why are you sorry, Steve? It's all right.
Awesome.
That's good stuff.
Very cool, man.
Why don't you take photos of those guitars and put them on our Facebook page so we can see them?
Yeah. Yes. Echo. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great. All
Michael
right.
Smith, we will catch up. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. Happy birthday, Edward.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this. We got 45 people. Wow. Thank you for calling in. And remember, if you want to call in from the UK, it's 004. I don't know what it was.
I don't know.
Something. So anyway, this was just a spur of the moment show, but we'll be back tomorrow. And yes,
Happy birthday, Edward.
might be a new guitar Dave.
Yeah, Edward, every incarnation, thank you for the guitars. Every incarnation of the guitars, man, they're all awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Absolutely.
great stuff. Great stuff. All right, rock and roll, everybody. Thank you for watching. David Nesdahl, thanks for jumping in here. Rob Johnson, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for calling. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. We'll talk more about Van Halen guitars. That's why we're here. So, all right, Johnny Bean, JohnnyBean.com. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Thumbs ups. Remember the thumbs ups. Let's get the thumbs ups up there.
Thumbs ups. Get rid of
Thumbs
these.
ups.
None of these. No whammies.
Thumbs up.
No whammies.
All
Just
right.
thumbs ups.
See you guys.
Night,
Bye.
guys.
Thumbs is ups.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
JohnnyB.com.